actually one of them downloaded from our website, to enhance the reach and dissemination of information related to development, climate change, to make the academic content more engaging and accessible. So our current focus also includes helping victims of survivors of gender-based violence through various initiatives, such as, for example, establishing women's club in 6 different cities around Poland, where women could safely share their experiences and receive support. It was open to Polish women, but also people with the expertise of migration. So we are also engaging in a range of training programs for professionals, including law enforcement and educators. And to effectively support survivors, we, since 2015, we established a support system for gender-based violence in Georgia and Uzbekistan. We established shelters and trained local specialists to assist those in need. Furthermore, during the crisis in Ukraine, we set up support and adaptation centers for internally displaced persons, providing critical aid from the onset of war. And since the war started in 2022, we have focused on integrating refugees by offering housing, educational programs, psychosocial support, creating community-based support structures. And in all of our initiatives that we make, we try to emphasize the sustainable development, recognizing the importance of building resilient and self-sufficient communities. Now, let me go back to our current project that our team is going to present, which is titled Transcontinental Dialogues, Poland in Kenya Media Spaces. This project, carried out in collaboration with Opole University and Association of Grassroots Journalists of Kenya, and is financed by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Poland under the competition called Public Diplomacy 24-25, European Dimensions and Countering Disinformation. So here we are focusing on monitoring and analyzing Kenyan media, both traditional and social, to identify false narratives about Poland and provide reliable information. So the first module of the project involves comprehensive media monitoring to evaluate how Poland is portrayed and to tackle any misinformation if it occurs. So with the support of our partners, including researchers from Opole, Professor Adam, Dr. Grzegorz, and Ms. Patrycja, we are conducting a detailed analysis, and the findings will be compiled into bilingual report, both in Polish and in English, and to be distributed among different stakeholders, for example, such as universities, think tanks, and media outlets. So to make this project really impactful, we have recently organized a 7-day study visit to Poland for 5 Kenyan journalists. And honestly, I believe it was a wonderful opportunity for both sides to experience and to share with you Polish history, culture, and everyday life up close. It was an amazing opportunity. And for us, the HumanDoc Foundation and team in Opole University, the visit was equally enriching, as it allowed us to deepen our understanding of the Kenyan perspective, to align our work, to work more closely with the needs and interests of our partners and build long-lasting connections. And we believe that this kind of genuine and first-hand experience not only helps share more balanced narratives, but also foster meaningful relationships. Our work is generally driven by the belief that mutual understanding is a key to overcoming stereotypes and building authentic relationships. So through our project, we want to challenge stereotypes on both sides and foster a deeper understanding between communities, moving beyond superficial media representations and focusing on genuine exchanges. So the core and the foundation of the philosophy of action is design optimal change, where people, community, and joint problem solving are the core of what we do. So now, thank you very much. I am giving the floor to Professor Adam, to Dr. Grzegorz, and to Ms. Patrycja. Asante.
Thank you, Karolina. First of all, I want to thank you to Association Grassroots Journalists of Kenya for invitation to this conference. It's a great honor and pleasure to join for your meeting, annual meeting. So, first, our product is of course about the image of Poland and how we create the image. We know that from the information. So, in one book, William Benoit, the author of the Crisis Communication, said that the image is everything. Maybe it's more a little overstatement, but I think that it's really important nowadays in the era of media and era of maybe fake news or misinformation. It's really important because some of the cases we found. And the third, of course, this is the field of potential cooperation for our great countries. And how we gathering the information in a few seconds, Gregory will set and for the potential of our cooperation and previous projects in social sphere will say Patricia. Why we do that? It's in my opinion, that's what is the factor to create the image. What's the factor to create the identity of some when we're thinking about, for example, the country. For example, when we think about the Great Britain, the factors of identity of the Great Britain is like the, James Bond, of course. Tea time, 5 o'clock. It's a royal family. Wembley. Previous, of course, the left foot of David Beckham. When we ask in Poland people what they know about the Kenya, the first thing is, of course, the safari, lions, giraffes, okay, we know that. Second, probably for the sports fans, it's athletics, runners, and probably that's all. But if we ask Kenyans what they know, what they think about Poland, maybe if they're interested in football, they say Lewandowski, and probably that's all. So it's really important to create the news, the information, true information to both countries, and because it creates the potential in the future to cooperate in business, in cultural, and social projects. How we gathering the information? Maybe I give the voice to the Gregory and he show what we collect and how we do that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Adam. Okay, let me introduce our tools which we use to collect information. Okay. Okay. One moment. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, everything it's visible. Okay. So. Okay. Yeah. Great. Okay. On this, of course, summary information project, we use our Polish tools, which name Brand24. We use these tools in our past projects, so we have experience in use, but it's very kindly, of course, tool to explain and explore data and scratch it at safe and took in report forms. Okay, this is of course one of the most popular tools to bring some information, as Adam said, about Kenya with visibility of Poland. Okay, in this screen we see two keywords connect each other. We have Poland and Kenya. So we have first part of our project. So it's since 6th of September and to the part of November. Yeah, so it's last 3 months. Okay, we collect and gathering information from social media, videos from YouTube, podcasts, blogs, web forums, and etc. too technical issue. So it's one of them. It's mostly barrier to grab and bring this information. And maybe it's interesting. One, of course, is the price. We must pay of each information and each mentions which passed our limit in our account. So it's mostly PR tools, so not journalists. Yes, so it's more complicated, but on our project it's kind of fine of you to pay this. And the second one, it's of course the some construction of social media. Okay, in our project we want to show what Kenyan people's view about Poland and Polish. So we don't know what the real situation in Kenyan media was. So we collaborate with your organization. So it's very fine and nice to uh, fight with disinformation, because it's only our view of your media market. So I'm sorry for this misunderstanding. Yes, so it's only tools for previous part of our project. Okay, let's go. So we have some information, and we want to know about sentiment of this information, negative, neutral, and positive, and create this view about some information and kind of type of information. And of course, we automatically view out about this project. Okay, we have two type of this data. Okay, which is interesting. 24th of September, this is negative sentiment, and of course and maybe 2 days after 25, it's very positive about this connection. But second way, okay, we want use geolocalization, because we want to know about Kenyan people's side. So we want to organize that the system, okay, show us only visibility of this information about Kenya market. Yeah, so it's in sentiment. Okay, we have with this issue, okay, and with those brand 24, we have a problem, because it doesn't work on your media market. Dimensions, okay, grab Sundays, of course, 320 mentions, what was originally created by Kenyan people. Okay, this geolocalization show us, of course, maybe some authors from TikTok or from Facebook or Twitter and other social skills, and we of course take this information, this post, and grab some info. But as you show, this is a minimum of our summary post. So we use another tools which is called Mentionlytics. We have passed our upper Apple, so I use this, of course, with our report. Mentionlytics concentrate with especially some names. So we use our project Poland in Kenya, but especially with our two brands. One brand, of course, it's Robert Lewandowski, of course, our mainly Polish soccer players, okay, which is of course linked in to the brand of Poland, and the second one is our top game, which is called The Witcher, and we are searching for dimensions about these two brands, Lewandowski and of course The Witchers. Okay, this is the first report from this research. Okay, of course in Kenya especially. We have 8,000 of mentions about Robert Lewandowski in your media market, and of course with positive or especially negative narrative. This is interesting because negative narrative of Robert Lewandowski information was created with the match who doesn't play, of course. I meant about Portugal versus Poland, the football player matches, which is Robert Lewandowski suspended. So it's interesting what is the tools concentrate about brand name, but not the process or especially issue. And of course, emotion analysis, which is of course joy or neutral, mainly of course, maybe anger and of course a little of fear of this. Media share, of course, mainly Twitter in Kenya, and of course this is keywords word. So we linked Lewandowski with Barcelona, goals, Jamal, but not with Poland, especially in goals. So in our recent project, we have one questions to you. What happened that our mainly football players it's not connected and not linked with Poland and especially with Polish football players. So. This is our mainly tool which is used, and of course I want to maybe not comments but maybe invitation to use these tools in your works to create public relations or especially journalists view about content of your material. If you have any idea and if you have any connections in especially social media, I let's take introduce and if you have any questions, I'm here to speak with you friendly and kindly, of course, to your answer. Thank you. Patricia, maybe your turn.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to share my thoughts on the cooperation between Kenya and Poland in the context of ideas of equality and equal rights. Taking into account the challenges arising from the differences between core states and countries of global south, this is an extremely important topic that demonstrates how cultural, social and economic diversity can be a source of strength and collaboration in a globalized world. The cooperation between our countries, Kenya and Poland, develops on many levels. It includes both partnership projects and equality initiatives aimed at promoting sustainable development and equal rights. Despite Poland and Kenya originating from different historical, geographical, and social contexts, we are united by a shared commitment to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. These goals, such as reducing poverty, access to high quality education, empowering women in society, and efforts toward gender equality, are crucial for both the global south and also the core states. Poland, as a country that has undergone the economic and political transformation while intensively developing within the European Union, and Kenya, one of the fastest growing countries in Africa, have much to learn from one another. For example, Poland shares its experiences in strengthening the position of women in society through projects related to vocational education and entrepreneurship, which find practical application in Kenya. In turn, Kenya inspires with its innovative solutions in areas such as macro entrepreneurship or local initiatives supporting gender equality, which can serve as examples for other countries, including Poland. In Kenya also, cooperation with non-governmental organizations and local communities help improve the living condition of young girls through education and vocational training. In Poland, similar projects are being carried out locally where initiatives supporting women's access to labor market and developing their digital skills play a significant role. This topic is particularly really close to me because in my PhD studies I analyze issues of equality between women and men, and I also research how initiatives supported by European funds can strengthen the position of women in various societies. I believe that sustainable partnerships like those between Poland and Kenya are not only necessary but crucial for effectively implementing change. These projects show that gender equality is not just a slogan, it's about real actions that can change the lives of thousands of people in both Poland and Kenya. I would like to present three key projects that illustrate the cooperation between Poland and Kenya in the areas of equality and sustainable development. These initiatives bring a real meaning to our shared values and goals. I hope we can view them not only as examples of collaboration, but also as an inspiration for further action. The first project I would like to talk is Let Us Have a Future. This project is focused on supporting women who have experienced the trauma of human trafficking as well as youth at the risk of social exclusion. And its main goal was to provide better access to vocational education, essential social services, and stable employment. This project is a great example of how joint efforts can transform personal tragedies into stories of success. The women and young who participated regained their sense of self-worth and became an inspiration for others. The next project I want to talk about is about updating the Don Bosco Boys Town Technical School in Nairobi to match today's job market needs. The goal was to improve the school's program and facilities so students could gain practical skills that fit the local job market. This project brought big changes to the school. The workshop, including the mechanical ones, were upgraded with modern tools, and the training programs were updated to meet current job market needs. This gave students a better chance of finding work. The project also focused on helping young people from poor backgrounds, giving them skills they need to start good jobs market with concrete qualifications. And adapting education and real market needs is a key step towards sustainable development. This project demonstrates how upgrading educational institutions can improve young people's chances of securing stable, respectable jobs and help reduce unemployment and social exclusion. The final project I would like to present aims to equalize educational opportunities for youth from challenging backgrounds in Nairobi. It's focused on modernizing two key departments at Boys Town Technical School, the mechanical and tailoring departments, to provide students with access to high-quality vocational education. This project involved investing in modern equipment and updating teaching materials to meet current labor market needs. The mechanical department offers students the chance to learn practical skills such as vehicle repair. Meanwhile, the tailoring department helps students develop skills that enable them to start small businesses or find jobs in the clothing industry. These three projects serve as inspiring examples of how international cooperation can contribute to improving the quality of life and creating equal opportunities for everyone, regardless of their background or life circumstances. I hope that this discussion, these initiatives will encourage all of us to reflect on how we can work together to build a world based on equality, solidarity, and sustainable development. And now I would like to move to another important issue, the challenges related to equality between Poland and Kenya and between core countries and those of Global South. Despite cultural, historical, and geographical differences, our countries face similar challenges when it comes to promoting equality and equal rights. Firstly, education as a tool for equality. Education is a key to fighting social and gender inequalities And this is a challenge for both of us. In Kenya, especially in rural areas, girls often face barriers that stop them from continuing their education. In Poland, the challenge is to create equal opportunities in technical and science fields, where men still have a stronger presence. Examples of initiatives demonstrate how our countries address these challenges. In Kenya, projects such as the modernization of the Moscow Boys Town Vocational School stand out. In Poland, educational campaigns encourage girls to pursue studies in careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Such efforts help break stereotypes and create new opportunities for young women. Another shared challenge is empowering women in society. In Kenya, women, particularly in rural areas, often face limitations in accessing capital and opportunities to run businesses. But in Poland, there are still the issue of gender pay gap and the underrepresentation of women in leadership positions. Examples of actions in both countries show the change that is possible. In Kenya, local organizations provide support for micro enterprises and vocational training, enabling women to gain financial independence. In Poland, on the other hand, initiatives like Top Women in Businesses support women in developing their careers through mentoring and networking. Both projects show that working for gender equality is not only important, but also brings real results. Another one that I would like to discuss is fighting violence and discrimination. Violence against women is a global issue through its forms vary depending on local circumstances. In Poland, violence against women often takes the form of domestic abuse, with the lack of effective mechanism to protect victims being a significant problem. Examples of action in both countries show how local initiatives can bring real change. In Kenya, organizations such as the Global Peace Foundation run widespread campaigns against FGM and provide support for victims of domestic violence. And in Poland, groups like the Women's Rights Center focus on offering legal or psychological assistance to victims and raising public awareness about violence against women. Another part is equality in the workplace. Eliminate gender pay gaps, representing a step toward greater equality in professional environments. And last but not least, local projects are very important for supporting equality in communities. In Kenya, organization helps improve education, healthcare, and support for women, especially in rural areas where challenges are bigger. And in Poland, local groups work to make people more aware of the importance of equality in public and work life. Examples of such efforts are inspiring. In Kenya, initiatives like building educational centers provide children and youth with opportunities to obtain education, which can transform their lives. In Poland, local foundations like HumanDoc Foundation organize workshops and campaigns to promote gender equality and combat discrimination. These actions highlight that local engagement is the foundation for global change toward equality. And to sum up, shared challenges in the area of equality show us that global change begins with local actions. Every project, every initiative, every conversation makes a difference. And I believe that we all can be ambassadors of change, inspiring future generation. And this meeting itself is a wonderful example of building bridges between us, even when those bridges are only virtual. Thank you for your attention.
Good afternoon. Energy levels zimeenda chini. Zimeenda chini. How are you feeling? Kizungu. Kizungu, eh? Sawa sawa. So, Bosco, you may want to say something. Please take the mic, eh? Okay, as we wait for the wonderful MC, I'm sure there are questions for our guests who are still online with us. I know perhaps one or two of us might have captured something. I've heard wonderful things about Poland. I've heard wonderful things about, where else? What have you heard? Sorry? Lewandowski. Okay, so where is the mic? Where's the other mic? The other microphone. I want this to pass around there. Oh, it's here. Sawa. Good. So, questions, eh? Questions. Yes, Bosco, you have a question? Perfect, take this.
Well, mine is not a question. I think myself, Ruth Care, and Kui Mugweru, simame tukuja hapa mbele. We were privileged to visit Poland for around 8 days, and we were hosted by the HumanDoc Foundation team and of course the Opole University team. It was quite a great experience. I would like my colleagues probably kujeni tu msiogope, mlikuwa Poland chief na mdhamini anasikiza. Yes, so probably briefly you could talk to us about your experience in Poland for the 8 days, the most stunning experience, any culture shocks and stuff. Tuanze na Ruth Care.
First of all, ningependa kusema thank you for JK for the opportunity they gave me to visit Poland. Actually, it was my second time to be in Europe, but my first time to be in Poland. It is winter there. It was very cold, my friend. And me coming from the coast, it was even a bigger shock than my friends who come from Nairobi and who comes from Limuru. The stay was enjoyable. We visited so many places. We learned a lot of history about Poland, and I will always say that the infrastructure they have is what amazed me the most. The transport system there is very, very clear and is very, very smooth compared to ours here in Kenya. And it was a great experience. We learned a lot.
It was a beautiful experience, if I take it from where she's left it. One thing is that their structures are working. It was beautiful to visit the radio stations there, to see how it is working, to see how the structures are working. But one thing that came out was that the same challenges we talk about when we are here are the same challenges they're talking about when they're there. We went to a media organization where the spaces are closing down since COVID, just like it is happening here. We also went, they're also talking about their politics, how things are going. We may see as if it's working on that side, but they also have their challenges, maybe not in the magnitude, their culture. There's so much cultural activities going on, and also they really, it was exciting to see during the exciting, and we hope to HJK as they are looking for wadhamini wengine. It's a beautiful opportunity to bring us together and also to
A few weeks ago, Brazilian note is currently not being so much experienced in Kenya.
Europe. The farthest nimefika tu ni hapa tu Egypt. So hata mimi next time nikienda munirushe pale hivyo munipange na nitapangika. Anyway, it's good to hear your experience, And na feel mmeboeka, and this is our last session, and it's a session that you need to pay keen attention. So, juu ya hiyo tusimame. Sha, she, shi, shu, shu. Let's stand up, let's stand up, let's stand up. DJ. Hey. So tuko na master wa moves hapa hivi.
Atupatie Papa Mobimba si ndio Papa Mobimba si ndio? Aya, warm up. Fanya hivi wote hivi. Wote. Twende. Good. Take some space, rotate the table. The table where you are. Anaweka. Twende. Rotate the table. Hapa, twende. Basi, hapo. Zunguka. Jale sila kuona. Tunazunguka. Hapa. Hivyo. Hapo. Tasimama Wini, tunazunguka. Tunaenda hivi. Twende. Haya. Kila mtu hivi. Haya. You count 1, 2, 3. Ukienda chini sawa. Haya. Tuzunguke. Zunguka. Tunaangalia pale anachukua, anaweka. Mimi nimechukua MC. Chukua mtu wa mtu. Anachukua, anaweka. DJ, thank you. Chukua mtu. Waihenye, chukua mtu, ushike mkono. Mimi nimeshika MC.